Thank you.
Check me. You got me?
I think we're good.
I got you. All right.
Well, welcome to Crawfordsville High School, Athenian fans, for tonight's matchup between the 12 and 6 Clinton Prairie. They're the Gophers, aren't they? I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Clinton Prairie Gophers and Crawfordsville Athenians sitting at 14 and 5, recently crowned conference champions. So alongside me tonight, this is Tony Bean with Mike Schubert, and I'm gonna be honest with you. We were talking before this started, and we're gonna watch the game with you and comment along the way. But don't expect a lot of play-by-play. You can watch it on the video. Shuby will be keeping some stats for us, and we're ready to enjoy a great night. Our JV got us off to the right start, didn't they?
Yes, they did. They put up a lot of points tonight.
Yeah, final score of the JV game, Crawfordsville 104 to 62
or 64. Yeah.
104 to 62, I believe.
That's another fun team to watch.
Wow.
They go after it. Yeah.
I think they're 18 and 1, or I think it's 18 and 1. That's 19 games. They might be 19 and 1. There's 2 games to go, but I know they've only lost 1 game.
Yeah, McCutcheon.
Yeah. So getting ready for the tip here. Starters for Crawfordsville, the same 5 we've been seeing. Trey Scorza, Jesse Johnson, Cam Saunders, Will Kellerman, and Karsten Williamson at the point. I didn't do a lot of upfront work and learn these Clinton Prairie players, and I didn't do a good job of talking to Coach Pierce before the game to find out who we needed to fear. I did look on Trey Scorza with the bucket to get us started off 2-0. I did check Harrell and saw that Clinton Prairie struggles to score a little bit, only averaging about 44 points a game.
Ooh, good fast break.
Run and jump defense causing havoc early. Easy steal and
give the credit to Jesse Johnson Hall on the assist and K-Dub on the basket.
Yeah, Jesse on the steal too.
Yeah.
Saunders gets aboard. Cam Saunders coming off his best game of, you might say, of his whole career. It was a big night for him the other night against Tri-West.
Jesse's starting early tonight. That's a good thing.
That's a real good thing. We're not even coming hard at him with the trap.
Oh.
But it doesn't look like at this point Clinton Prairie knows what to do with it. I'm sure Coach will switch up defenses quite a bit. Try to run as much as we can, and when he needs to, we'll slow her down and run a set and get a bucket. Or get a good look anyway.
Number 4 gets his own rebound.
I don't know why we didn't block out the shooter there.
Yeah.
I missed who it was. But there was a good block out, good outlet.
Nice dish.
Cam with a good outlet to Kellerman, and then a nice dump off to Jesse there for an easy layup. 9-0. That's the kind of start you look for every game.
That's nice. Yep. Clinton Prairie is going to take a timeout. Check things out with that.
Well, I don't think by any stretch. I mean, Clinton Prairie's won 12 games this year. This isn't going to be an easy game. I don't believe. I'll bet they rally a little bit here and try to make a little bit of a comeback. But I do also think if we play to our potential and play with some passion tonight and some energy, it could be one of those fun nights.
Yes, I think so.
Big game on Friday against Danville. It'd be nice if we could go deep through our bench this evening and, get a lot of guys in and rest along the way.
Right.
But got to get off to a good start, and so far that's happened.
So far we're so good. Bailey good running the point for Clinton Prairie.
Straight man-to-man.
Cut. And number 5, Mason McGraw, gets their first 2 points.
Yeah, a post feed there to number 30. He's a pretty big guy. Clinton Prairie goes to a 2-3 zone. Always good to get it into the post. Defense collapses a little bit and then, hit a cutter.
Jump ball, that'll stay with the Athenians.
There we go.
Will Kellerman for 3.
Will, man, when he's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Next thing you know, we get a steal here. He may pull up from 3 in transition and bury it. He can be dangerous when he's on.
That's the big guy, wasn't it? Number 30.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess right now. Number 30 is the guy. What's his name?
Austin Gibson.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch him. 6'5" senior.
Jesse's down quick and scoring.
Oh, got to be quicker on the
got loose inside, yeah.
Trey didn't react quick enough, didn't anticipate. Stay patient against the zone. Move the ball. Don't force anything. A little bit of a force right there.
Yeah, it was.
Got to get a reversal or two first. Get the defense to move. Good hands by Karsten there.
He's got good hands.
There we go.
Finishes, too.
Karsten with the knockaway. Goes to Kellerman and gets it right back to Karsten for an easy layup. Well, that's about our 4th easy layup so far, I think. 4th or 5th. Good hands
I've got
again.
him for 4 steals.
Jesse with the steal and an assist to Karsten.
I got him for 5 steals now, or 5 turnovers.
18-7 early on. A little over midway through the first quarter.
Oh, yeah. Came down on the line.
Away. Just stay patient.
Yeah.
Clinton Prairie will do anything they can to keep us from running. Here we go. Good skip pass. Kellerman off a little bit on that shot, a little to the left, but it was a good look.
Yeah. Number 20. Grant McGraw gets a deuce.
Nice play. That's exactly how they draw that one up. Anthony Gonzalez into the lineup for Kellerman. Anthony's another one who can get hot.
Yes.
I thought he was going to chuck one up right off the bench.
He's ready. He's always ready.
So here we try to get it to Cam or Jesse, and then he's going to look for his partner. Little high-low action. Good job. There we go.
Nice dish to Jesse.
Wow. Yeah, I was looking at the stats before the game. Karsten Williamson's averaging just under 6 rebounds or 6 assists a game.
Wow.
I mean, that's impressive for a high school player because you can make all the good passes you want, but the guy's got to hit the shots too. And,
right.
He sees the court real well. And this team, I mean, if there's one thing they are, it's unselfish. They've got 5 guys who are averaging over 9 points a game. I mean, they've only got 2 that average in double figures, but they're just a whisker away from having 5 guys in double figures. It could be anybody on any night, and actually that's 6 deep. That it could be anybody on any night.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hard to defend that when you don't know who to defend. When you got to defend everybody. It's like Carson Scott waiting to come in, Will Kellerman to come back in.
Trey scores and Cam Saunders take a seat.
Probably play for the last shot here. 9-point lead, 20 seconds to go.
Clinton Prairie's content to let him have the last shot. Not a lot of pressure. Good 3 in the corner.
Oh, man, that was a good look, too.
Yeah, it was.
The set worked. So that's the end of the first quarter. It's a fast first quarter. 20 to 11, Athenians lead. And that's exactly what you wanted to do when you came out here tonight.
Yep.
Get off to a good start and try to take away any hope that Clinton Prairie feels like they may have to come in here and get a victory. Got to back it up with another good quarter, though.
Yeah. Yeah. They want to play. They want to play 4 good quarters tonight. Keep their rhythm going. Keeping the play that they want to play carrying into the next game.
Yeah, and the next game is going to be a big one.
Yes, it is.
It's going to be a big one. We've got Danville on Friday night, an opportunity to go undefeated in Sagamore Conference play. We're going to talk a little more about that a little as the game goes on here. But that's Crawfordsville clinched at least a share of the title with their victory over Tri-West and remained undefeated. Mm-hmm. So they control their own destiny, and that's the first conference championship in an awfully long time, about 32 years.
Yep.
So a lot of excitement right now for the Athenians. And just, excitement in the whole program. I mean, the JV's playing so well.
The
Varsity's playing well. Just everybody is one. So, pretty cool.
Yes, they've got a good chance to do some good things here to wrap up the season. They just got to keep doing their thing.
Yep.
We're going to get a little trap going now.
Basketball made it to the floor. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think that's Coach Pierce's kids.
It's going back to that area, isn't it?
And I'm going to have to, he just messed up, his own kid messed up our really good defensive possession. I think we were getting ready to steal the ball there. I don't know which one it was. Cooper or Eli? Probably Owen. Gonzo in the corner. That's his shot. That's the spot. Oh, we got to get that steal. We were on it, just a little slow. (23-11) Athenians lead with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter.
What have we got? They were 22.
It's kind of hard to read their numbers.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Trevor Funk.
So they're staying in that 2-3 zone.
Trevor Funk is listed as a freshman, and he's playing with strictly juniors and seniors right now.
Oh, Gonzalez again from blocked.
Got a finger down it.
Good pass. Good pass by Will. There we go. Good shot by Karsten. Boy, Karsten's having a start.
Yeah, 11 already. 9. He and Jesse are at 9 together.
Of course, I expect Karsten to have a good game tonight. I believe his parents decided to take a vacation this week instead of coming to the game. Of course, this was a game that was supposed to be played a couple weeks ago and got moved to tonight because of snow. So they had a vacation planned when they thought there was no basketball. Pretty sure they're listening, though, watching the game on this YouTube broadcast.
35. That was good by Cody Gibson.
26-17, Athenians. Well, I encourage everybody to stay with us at halftime. We've got a few members from that last conference championship team in the house tonight. It happens to have been my senior year, 1987. And with talk of Crawfordsville winning the conference, and there was a newspaper article written about this year's team, and they mentioned our class. The text messages really started flying last night. We were all, going back and trying to remember things. And next thing you know, 5 of our 7 seniors from that team are in attendance tonight. Decided to come to the games, and that's unusual. We got a couple that came from 3 of them that came from quite a ways away to come to the game. So we're going to talk to them at halftime and reminisce a little bit. All right, Clinton Prairie gets a score here. They'll feel like they've weathered the storm a little bit. Crawfordsville comes back with a lot of defensive pressure, though, which is, I'm thinking, the right thing to do. Darn it.
They handled it.
They broke it that time.
35.
Broke it that time. We can't give up straight line passes when you're in that defense. I mean, you double team the ball. You got to put enough pressure on the ball that the pass has some air under it, that they were able to make straight line passes. Cam Saunders misses a 3. He shoots a pretty high percentage, but I think he's only shot about 9 this year. So that's not his shot, but every once in a while, if he's left open, he can knock one down. He's going to get Jesse back in here in a hurry.
Check back number 18 is number 34, Jesse Johnson Hall.
Coach Pierce down there working with Cameron on that last defensive possession, what his read should have been and who he should have been covering on the backside as they broke that press for a layup. Crawfordsville's doing a nice job in their man-to-man. A lot of ball pressure.
Yes.
Nothing easy. Nothing easy for Clinton Prairie here. And it's all about ball pressure. Ooh, we let him go, though. Oh, darn it. There was a squandered opportunity. Might need to just slow that one down a little bit.
Pull up, check it out.
Go. One thing about it, Clinton Prairie's turned the ball over a lot, but you know they're not travels or dead ball turnovers. They're all steals.
Yeah. Steals
by us, which is leading to some easy looks and opportunities.
A little short.
Well, Athenians have cooled off a little bit, but still maintain the 7-point lead. Well, we're getting a little sloppy, getting a little careless and a little sloppy. I think it's time to bear down, take care of the ball, get a good look, and then defensively know what your assignments are and stay with it.
They moved the ball well. Found Grant McGraw in the corner for 3 or 2.
Running our motion offense. That's a good look, I think. Just didn't go in. Darn it. All right, time to play some defense, Crawfordsville.
Oh. He hits another one. Yeah.
Coach is not too happy right now.
They went on a little run there. Not the one we wanted to see make that run.
I may just keep quiet and get coached up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coach Pierce is not happy about the missed assignments and lack of effort and some mental lapses on the defensive side. Clinton Prairie has had way too many good looks.
Yeah, we've been outscored 14-6 with 1:40 to go in the quarter.
I did just get a text from Rob Williamson that they are listening. I can't remember where they are, so Rob, you may have to send me their text. I know you're by some ocean.
Yeah, we'd like to know, Rob.
Fun in the Caribbean or something. Must be nice. Hope you and Amy are having a good time. Got a nice crowd here tonight for a Tuesday night game.
Yeah.
Sometimes they aren't real well attended. But I can't think of anywhere else I'd want to be because it's not very nice outside.
No, it's not.
Pretty windy, pretty cold.
Yeah.
Push off. There we go. Offensive foul. Carson Scott just
20.
Playing defense, staying in front of his man. That's what he does well. Amy, just let me know that they're in the Bahamas.
Bahamas.
In the Bahamas.
Nice.
There we go. Get the ball. Yeah, get the ball into Jesse a couple times. I think he needs to be aggressive in there.
Yeah, he's
be aggressive in there. It's only been 5 fouls in this game, which is why we're down to 50 seconds to go in the half. Man. Well, complete turnaround from the first quarter. Crawfordsville holds a 1-point lead with 35 seconds to go. Clinton Prairie's got the ball. Need to get a stop here, regroup at halftime, and get after it again.
And down to 15 to go. They're going to take the last shot.
Down to 7 seconds. Crawfordsville's defense looks good right now.
Oh, they're going to get an open one.
There we go. He had to hurry it. That wasn't a good look. So we head to half with Crawfordsville leading 26-25, and it's going to be a spirited locker room.
14-6 that quarter.
Yeah, not a good quarter.
Not.
But like I said, I've got some guys here that we're going to bring over and talk to for a minute from the last conference championship before this team, from the class of 1987. So, Coach Schubert, if we can grab them. Come on over, fellas.
Come on over, guys.
So come get down here, John, or Mike. Get close enough. We have to pass this thing around. It's the only microphone we got. But joining me tonight is Mike Heinold from right here in Crawfordsville, Eddie's dad, and Kevin Gallagher and Chris Arvin both came from Bloomington to come to this game, which is just awesome. And John Jones came from Hanover. The news last night of Crawfordsville winning the championship kind of sparked some conversations last night via text. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So, I don't know. What do you guys remember from 1987? Let's just talk a little bit. Let's just talk a little bit.
Wow. I don't know where to start.
Well, you put that microphone up closer to your mouth is where you start,
Well, I
Mr.
think
Arvin.
Gallagher needs to start that.
You know.
Exactly right. Jones traveled the farthest, so maybe Jones ought to talk.
Yeah, get a little closer here, John.
It probably wouldn't fit over my ears, Bainer.
You know, we were having a lot of debate about who we lost to. We were 16-6 in '87, right?
Yep.
And I got this book out of my locker in there, and I know you guys know the answers to these things. And as I've gotten older, I can't read anything with my glasses on, so we'll get those off. Yeah, there you go. But I think we ended up getting it right. We lost to Seeger, Harrison, Lafayette Jeff, and Northview were our only 3 losses, and then until the sectional, and we kicked North Montgomery's butt, and then there has to be one more, doesn't there? Western Boone. Yeah, the one loss in the conference. Western Boone lost 37-35 in 3 overtimes. 4-corner stall game, if I remember right. But things are a little different than they used to be, aren't they?
Yeah, I miss the old gym.
You know, I don't know how many high school games I know Mike's been to tons of them. I think, Chris, you've been to quite a few. Do you get to many high school games? It's kind of like this all over the state. John gets to some games.
Well, that's my job.
Exactly.
I get to enough games, that's for sure.
Yeah, John's the Hanover women's basketball head coach, so pretty exciting stuff. We heard also from Sam Lashley in the text messages last night.
Yes.
I got a message from Chad Fiddler, a direct message from him.
Why didn't he come in tonight?
Yeah, I don't know. He was trying to find a flight from Massachusetts to come enjoy this wonderful event this evening. So, but his mom and dad make it here quite a bit. You know, I don't know if they're here tonight or not, but they're here quite a bit. There's a lot of fans that we remember from our day. I mean, Mike Schubert was at pretty much every one of our games. Shelley's dad.
Saw Gary Lynn tonight.
Gary Lynn's in the house. Kevin Kellerman, of course, was our number 1 fan, maybe sitting there on the front row. Steve Baldwin's here. He came to all of our games. Phil Luzader, one of our teammates, is at a lot of games. So there's a lot of folks who have continued to follow the Athenians along the way. Well, it's too long to go. I mean, it should not be 32 years to win a conference championship. And
No, it shouldn't.
I know we're all proud of ours, but the Athenians need more. And one message, they'll all be. A lot of the guys will be watching this later. You know, one message to them is we're proud of them. Need them. You know, we wanted good things said about Crawfordsville High School basketball. So
Keep it going.
Hope-
Do the sectional.
Absolutely. And
Sectionals here, right?
the sectionals here, we can win it. Well, I would say we're the favorite on paper. I'm maybe biased a little bit. Greencastle will be a tough one. They beat us first game of the year, but I think we can get them. And North and South, we've been able to handle them so far, but that'll be tough. And Lebanon, Western Boone, and Benton Central. So, but yeah, it's a sectional we can win for sure.
Sounds like the JV. The future looks bright for the Athenians with the JV scoring 104 points.
It's unbelievable. I've been to a lot of games. I don't remember seeing 100 points on that scoreboard. Zionsville came in here one year and just crushed us, but they stopped at 99 on purpose, so they didn't. They took it easy on us. That was a lot of years ago.
I remember last night losing to Western Boone in triple overtime and only scoring 35.
I know, 35 points in triple. It's crazy. Our JV, they've got one loss. I think they're 19-1 this year. Only loss was to McCutcheon, and if they had that game to play again right now, I think we'd win that one too. There's a lot of talent for years, 3-4 years of good basketball talent here at Crawfordsville.
Hey, if you want to go right on through the third quarter, just go ahead and do it, and I'll just turn the camera. You guys
I got
just
you.
keep on talking.
Yep. Coach Welliver's just giving us free reign to talk as long as we want.
Coach.
Yeah, so Coach, go ahead.
I think we ought to do this. I think you ought to go around the circle here and have everybody recount their favorite memory from that 1986-87 season.
As long as you're prepared to do the one thing I hope you do when it gets to you.
Oh,
yeah. I'll tell you what that is when we're done here.
Okay.
But actually, let's go around and tell everybody where you're living at now. Family, how you're doing. Just something real quick. You can put that on if you want, but you don't have to. Yeah. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, yeah. Mike, where are you? I know you're living in town, but go ahead.
Oh, nope. I'm still here in town. I work at Wabash College, and I'm here every weekend watching my son. And it's been a real thrill, and I'm pretty excited that we both get to share the conference championship.
Absolutely.
I had no idea, like you said, that it's been 32 years. So.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be another 32 before they win another one.
I don't either. I agree with you completely. And Eddie's going to have big-time memories of this senior year because it's not going to stop. I think we're going to have some big wins. So.
It's exciting.
Awesome.
I'd say what I remember most about our senior year was beating Central Catholic in our gym when they came in there ranked third or fourth.
Yeah. I thought it was fourth. Dave Barrett, who coaches up there now.
Right.
We actually just played them.
We saw them and another guy's their athletic director, that Bourdonnais.
Yeah, Bourdonnais. Right.
So,
right.
But that was the most exciting thing that I remembered. The fans storming the court after the game. And that was awesome.
It was. Do we have that one on film anywhere? Does anyone have that one?
I don't.
This guy doesn't.
That's crazy. Of course, now they not only have film of every game, they can grab it within seconds of the game ending. Everything's on film. John Jones.
Wow, they did fit.
They did fit over those ears.
Can you believe that?
That's awesome. That's awesome. Give us a little background. What you doing now?
Well, I'm down in Hanover, God's country we call it.
Yeah.
Beautiful campus. I'm the head women's basketball coach there. Been 4th year now. I was my wife's assistant for 11 previous, and she retired when our youngest son was a freshman in high school, so she could be at all of his games and not be on the road recruiting. So,
how many kids you got?
3. Oldest daughter's 23 and married and doing well. Middle son lives at home and works in a factory in Madison, does a good job there, and has his own little side business, bouncy house business, for little kids. And then Coleman's a freshman at Hanover and made the dean's list, got all that from his mother, obviously.
No question.
He's doing well, and we understand that, right? That's the important thing. You can fight it or you can understand it. So
exactly,
I understand it.
What's your favorite memory?
I think the guys.
Yeah.
When we were trying to figure out last night on the text the wins and losses, they were like foggy.
Yeah,
but not the guys.
Yeah.
7 seniors. Those guys were either in or at my wedding. You can be away from KG or Chris or whatever for a long time. It just takes one phone call to be like you were right there yesterday with them. And for me, that's what it is. And I think what was special about our team is no one cared who got the credit. No one cared who played the most or played the least. They just wanted to win.
Yep.
And that's unchanging. you know, and I really appreciate that out of them. If I had a bad night, somebody would pick it up and vice versa, and we just wanted to win. And a lot of those games that we lost were 1 or 2 point games, you know, single possession games without the 3-pointer, obviously.
Yep.
And, you know, we had a mix of Matt obviously playing a lot as a sophomore and some seniors accepting that, which, you know, you might not see these days. You know, this little sophomore taking some time from seniors, but they just wanted to win.
Of course, Matt made it easy because it was pretty obvious he was pretty good.
Yeah, and I say that all the time when parents want to complain about something. I'm like, ask your kid.
Yeah.
You know, the kid knows who's wearing them out every day in practice.
Yep.
Right? So for me, it's the guys.
I'm with you on that. That's awesome.
All right.
That's awesome. Yep. Chris Arvin.
Yeah. Hey.
So give us some back. What are you doing now? Where are you living? Family?
Yeah, living in Bloomington, working at IU. I've had a chance to teach part-time there for a number of years and help manage the rec center on campus.
Yep.
Got 2 kids, both juniors. One's a junior at IU. She's actually in Germany for this semester. And another one who's a junior at Bloomington South. And she will be here on Saturday for a dance competition.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Not a ball player, huh?
No. There's not an athletic bone in their bodies. So, yeah, I don't know how that
And unlike John, they took that from you.
Right.
Right. The non-athleticism came from you.
Yeah.
Because Noreen was fine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right. Yeah, I've been married to a Crawfordsville girl for going on 28 years now. How does that happen? Holy cow.
We're old.
That's how that happens. Yeah. But, you know, I mean, you guys look great, especially considering some of you are in your 50s.
Some of us just got there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys listening out there, we've got the game on, obviously. We're going to just continue to talk here for a few more minutes. And as long as Duggar's keeping up with the scoreboard there, you'll be able to know what the score is. But what's your favorite memory, Chris? You gotta say one thing, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, I told Gallagher this story on the way up here. So my favorite memory is the Central Catholic game as well. My contribution in that game was minimal, but I do remember the afternoon of that game. My dad took me downtown to the Squire shop on Main Street because I had to buy a new dress shirt because we had to dress up for every game.
Yep.
And there was a certain girl who worked there who we all liked. I think if you think back, you might remember who this was. But I remember she asked as I was walking out the door, she said, "Well, you think you guys have a chance tonight?" And I was always very superstitious and didn't want to speak out of turn. And I remember turning and saying to her, "I guarantee you we win this one tonight."
There you go.
I absolutely had a feeling that we were going to win that game.
Well, that's something I think. I don't remember ever thinking we wouldn't win or wouldn't compete with anybody in all of our sports, not just basketball, just whatever we did, and had a lot of fun doing it. That's awesome. So, absolutely awesome.
Which story was I supposed to remember?
It's not a story, actually. I was just hoping you would use the word qualm.
Oh, jeez.
Or qualms. So that may end up being my favorite story. So Jeff Nelson, who is here tonight, still covering basketball in this area. He's just terrific. And that's why we had someone up here taking pictures. Jeff Nelson heard you guys were coming. He wanted to get pictures of all of us, so who knows if that'll end up in print.
Well, all right. Since you brought it up, and since we know who it is, I didn't remember who it was that did that interview, but here's how I remember that going down.
Okay.
So that was in the locker room, I believe, right before we played North Montgomery, right before Christmas. And he came in and asked, he was making his way around interviewing all of us, and he asked me, he said, "Well, you were a starter most of the year last year, and now you're coming off the bench. How do you feel about that?"
That's exactly right.
I thought that was a little bit of a jerk question to ask. What I always wished I had said was, I would rather come off the bench for Crawfordsville than be a starter for North or South, but I didn't think of that when I was 17.
So instead, as a 17-year-old, you said, I have no qualms with my role on the team, and I'll never forget the look on the rest of our faces. What the heck does qualms mean?
First of all, it's qualms with an L.
Oh, see, I've still never used it.
I'm not going to apologize for having a vocabulary here.
All right, I got you. Oh, my.
But Jones made fun of me mercilessly for the rest of the year for that.
Well, I had no qualms with any of that. It's all good.
Let's see what Gallagher's got to say.
All right. Kevin Gallagher.
Yes, sir.
Give us your scoop. Where are you at?
I'm in Bloomington. I ended up down there with Chris.
Yeah.
And I've been elementary teacher for 20 years. Have 3 lovely grandchildren that live next door out in the country.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to be up here. I haven't been to a game for years.
Oh, so. It is fun. It is fun. It's fun to get back into. It really is.
I do miss. We had the best gym ever.
You're not kidding. Although I will say, of the modern gyms, seriously, this one is pretty cool. When we host the sectional, and they pack it all, and we open the bleachers up all the way. It will be cool, but yeah, nothing's like the old high school.
I have no qualms with this gym, but
awesome.
I like the other one. I think I loved our senior year, but I just loved our whole high school experience with basketball from all the guys that played before us, and especially our senior year. But I'm like Jones. I just loved all the rituals, like the pregame songs, the talk after the game, practice. I loved all the camaraderie, and I felt like everybody played together as a team.
Absolutely, and we were lucky. We got to play. I consider this lucky for 2 different coaches, 2 different styles. A lot of the players are Tom Barbie and Bill Lee and some of the Keith Keller and these guys. It was just awesome. Just the whole. And I'm into coaching. I've coached all these guys that you're seeing on the court right now, and to get them to understand, and no kid understands, but these could be the best memories of your life. The things that are going on right now. It's just awesome.
It's hard to understand that at the time. Yeah, for sure. But the game that I loved the most was Lebanon. I just loved beating them. That was fun. Richie.
Yeah.
Well, that was on our home floor, I think.
Even when we played them in middle school, and they all drove to the game, and 7th graders, and we came on the bus, and they all had hair under their arms, and we couldn't figure that out. I'll never forget that. It was always fun. They always seem so big and strong.
I just wonder if all you guys remember the term amoeba defense.
Yeah, that was the...
I know that was Bean's term.
Yeah, you just get down, get in a stance, and, just get into amoeba defense. I don't know. I think that came from... I think it was UNLV that did some of that. Jerry Tarkanian or something.
Yeah, that was fun.
Of course, also back when we played IU was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, that's fun to watch IU now, isn't it, boys? I was at that Iowa game the other night. Anyway. Well, I'll tell you, I think it is really cool that you guys, especially, you were already coming down, right, John? You had plans to come see Mike and watch Eddie tonight. And but just with our text messages from last night, for that to turn into Chris and Kevin to come down here. And I know if you'd have said you'd pick up Sam, he'd have been down here too. There's no question about it. Sam Lashley. And like I said, I got a direct message from Chad asking some questions. And actually that leads to my favorite memory. And I've been able to use this from the coaching standpoint a little bit. Our junior year recording the Seaville Shuffle.
Oh, yeah.
And to me, that just explains everything about our group. You remember we show up at Saturday morning at WCVL radio into the recording studio, and one player didn't show up, and we didn't let that hurt us. We just figured out a way to get past that and recorded an actual song, and it was played on the radio all the time. Then Southmont thought they could duplicate it somehow, and did We Are Southmont or We Are the World. I don't know what all that was about.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. But Chad was hoping we could get that song put out on YouTube and just kind of be saved forever, and I wouldn't mind that a bit. Now I've gone back and listened to it. We're not rappers, boys. I got to tell you, we're not rappers. But I'll still put that song or anything else from 1987 up against anything else I have to listen to in this gym on a daily basis.
Oh, yeah.
Because today's music just doesn't get it done. But anyway, hey, I'll let you guys get back and talk to whoever. Are we going to hang out a little bit after this? Is everybody? All right, I'm glad to hear that. I'll take care of the bill. It'll be good. Awesome, you guys came. So we'll catch up here soon.
Thank you.
So, members of the 1987 Sagamore Conference champion Crawfordsville Athenians. That was fun. That was fun. Mike will be back here in a minute. So, during all of that, 2 minutes and 53 seconds to go in the third quarter. Crawfordsville holds an 8-point lead. And the sad thing is, I don't know anything that happened in that stretch. I wasn't even looking at the court. But obviously, it looks like Crawfordsville's been doing the right thing since they came out at halftime. So we'll let Shuby get back in here, get the headset on. I'll ask him a couple questions. Yep. Yeah, they want to get one of us. All right. Yeah. I got to go get a picture taken.
My stats are gone. Oh, that was fun with the former Athenians. We have got a 40 to 32 lead now for Crawfordsville. They're starting to cramp down a little bit on them. Oh, we're going to have Cameron Saunders over the back on this shot. We got that. It's Cameron's first foul. Hey. Oh, breakaway. Good defense. Got back to stop that. Oh, yeah. Good hands by Carson. Couldn't get it back to him, though.
All right, Shuby.
I
missed all that, but it was fun.
I missed part of it.
Yeah, our stats may not be perfect.
No, they're not perfect right now. Except Jesse Johnson Hall is going crazy this quarter. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 in the quarter to go along with 9, 20.
He's got 20. Nice. Well, as you and I both know, the only stat that matters is right up there on that little square
right
on the wall. So
right.
We may not have everything perfect, but we do know the Athenians are leading by 8 with a minute to go in the third quarter. Got a couple text messages about those interviews. That's funny. Funny. My wife Amy asked if I was just going to talk all night or go back to worrying about the game.
Right.
I could certainly talk all night.
Yeah, it would be easy to do with those guys.
All right, 10 seconds to go. Carson's got the ball, getting it to Jesse. 1-on-1, step back 3, Oh, my.
I said
Jesse's feeling it.
he's on fire.
23 points, you said?
I think, yes, that's what I got.
Wow. Wow, that puts Crawfordsville up 45-34.
Athenian fans, we'd like to have your attention for a very special announcement. Prior to your Athenians clinching the 2019 Sagamore Conference Championship this past week, the last time that Crawfordsville was able to earn a conference boys basketball championship was 32 years ago in 1987. We are very honored tonight to have a few members of that team in the gym as they have come to show their support of this year's squad. As I announce their names, I would like for them to stand as we give each one a big Athenian welcome. From right here in Crawfordsville, we have our own Mike Heino and Coach Tony Dean. From Bloomington, Indiana, Chris Hartman and Kevin Gallagher. And from Hanover, Indiana, John Jones. Two of the seniors from that 1987 squad, Chad Fiddler of Kingston, Massachusetts, and Sam Lashley from Millersburg, Indiana, round out the seniors from that 1987 championship team. Here's a special message from all seven to this squad, and that is to keep it going and go undefeated Friday at Danville. Ladies and gentlemen, your 1987 Conference Basketball Championship team, let's give them a big Athenian welcome.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
That was fun seeing the guys, yes. I actually went back pretty far with you guys. I know I took in some junior high games with you, so
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I had a daughter graduate with these guys, so I followed them quite a ways.
Well, and Shelley, you know, obviously who you're speaking of, Shelley comes from there's a nice lob play, nice play. She was one of those girls that just loved sports, and so she supported us big time. I mean, a lot of girls in our class came to all the games, and so that made it even easier. You weren't just coming for yourself; you had to get her to the games.
Yeah,
and her friends.
Yeah, hey, and my little one really had a thing and hit it off with John Jones. He was pretty special to Jennifer.
Yeah. That's awesome. And John's as good a guy as they come. I mean, I think all the guys we just talked to are that way. But John's got a way and just always has.
Yeah.
Always has. Easy to talk to, fun to be around. All right. Well, we got to secure a victory here.
Yeah. We got an 11-point lead with 6:50 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Oh, man, we weren't careful there. Be more alert. And darn it. Jesse with an assist. He's just doing everything.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for the easy looks right at the goal tonight for us. There's another steal. Pick it up. Pick it up. Wow, he didn't have to pick it up.
Nice move by Cam Saunders.
Unreal. That was awesome.
Yeah. Not going to get it, Jesse. He felt he was hit on the arm, but it's going to be Clinton Prairie ball.
Oh, Carson Williamson he's had a great game.
Yep.
Good hands there on the steal. And that right there is kind of what I'm talking about. That should be an assist. You should hit that layup. Even though he was fouled, I think even Cam would say he should have hit that.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so impressive. He averaged almost 6 assists a game. It's impressive. Come on now, let's hit her free throws. This is one of those games you will have to hit free throws down the stretch to seal it. Good hands again. Boy, we've gotten our hands on a lot of balls, a lot of steals. Good defense by Will Kellerman. Oh, they going to get him on a hold?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I thought that was pretty good defense.
I did too. 24, wide open in the corner for 3.
All right, 10-point game.
Brandon Moson.
Gonna run a little offense here. Wait for them to break down. Oh, there was the breakdown.
Yeah.
Somebody forgot to guard Karsten Williamson. He was left wide open in the corner or in the wing.
Well, they had a nice little drive there. Couldn't handle the shot.
Grab it.
Number 4. Bailey Good.
Not sure about that one either.
And Jesse's looking down at his number.
Yeah.
Yep. Hold on, Jesse.
That's only his first foul.
Yeah.
Athenian fans wanting the same call the other way.
22. Trevor Funk.
Man, sometimes they just leave us wide open.
Yeah.
I mean, that was easy. That was easy. Will Kellerman on the big 3-point bucket. There's a charge. There you go.
22.
Carson
Trevor
Scott
Funk.
taking another charge.
Yeah.
Check back in for your Athenians, number 32, Anthony Gonzalez.
Nice.
Ken Sanders.
Nice. Oh, another charge.
One.
Look at that.
Yep, 22.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You know, we preach it all the time as coaches.
Uh-huh.
Play defense with your feet,
Yep.
not your hands. And Carson does that as well as anybody.
Yes,
he
does.
anticipates, and his hands are out at his hips all the time instead of forward and on the defender. And he moves his feet real well.
Yeah.
All right, that sends us to the line. So 3 minutes to go. We're going to get some free throws, and I'm sure we'll be at the line a few more times.
Yeah.
We've got to salt this one away by being able to hit these shots.
Check it back in for the Gophers, number 35, Cody Gibson. At the line for your Athenians, number 34, Jesse Johnson Hall.
Need to make them.
That's not good defense.
Too easy.
That's going to be our ball, but that's not good defense there. And there's another thing we don't want to do is foul. put them at the line.
Yeah.
Make them earn it. We've held them to 45 points. They average 44 a game, if I remember right from what I saw in Merrill.
I think that's what you said, yeah.
Make them earn it from the outside.
Cody Gibson. Checking back in for your Athenians, number 20, Will Kellerman.
Kellerman coming in for Carson. Carson was a spark there.
Yes, he was. He likes to come in and make things happen.
Now that's something we haven't seen
That's
very much of.
Exactly what I was getting ready to say. You don't see that very often.
And we call a timeout. 2.5 minutes to go. Crawfordsville's up 59-47. Coach will draw up how we want to beat the press.
Yeah.
Sure, it's going to be a situation where we don't force any shots. You know, obviously we'll attack and take a wide open layup or a drive and kick for a layup or a good shot. But other than that, make them foul us, take a little time off the clock, hit the free throws. Don't turn the ball over. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Don't turn the ball over. And then defensively, just get back and keep them in front. Get back and just. I remember a possession against Tri-West last week, and it's weird because it's a defensive possession for us, and they end up with a wide open left-handed layup, and they scored 2 points on it late in the game. But the difference was it took like 47, 48 seconds for them to get the shot off because we just were there on every pass, kept them right in front. You know, if you work the ball on offense long enough, any defense is going to eventually crack and give something up. But don't give it up early. Make them earn it. And then a lot of times, you know, an offensive team will turn the ball over before they can keep it that long.
Yeah.
So we're being patient. Run our motion. Clinton Prairie's going to have to think about fouling soon here. Pick it up. Gosh.
Well, a little sloppy there.
That's careless.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing. Jesse's had an awesome game.
Yeah.
To me, that turnover there is a little bit of a sophomore mistake. You know, you got to play with a different mentality there. But, hey, gets back and blocks the shot. And now if we can have a solid defensive possession, good things will happen. Oh, that's on that's foul on them.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
There we go. Nice. Carson did a nice job of keeping him on his back. Oh, they called that on us?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my.
That is not a good call.
No, that is not.
That is not a good call.
No, it's not.
Wow. Coach Pierce does not say very much to referees.
Right.
You know, he doesn't dispute calls very often, and he's got to keep his cool here. He can't say too much. But I mean, I don't know what else Carson's supposed to do there.
Oh no!
Ball's in the air. He's trying to catch it. All right, come on, Jesse. Hit a couple free throws. Darn it.
0 for 4 in the fourth quarter there, Coach. That's not what you want to see.
Not what you want. We've, as a team, I believe I've got the stats here. I think we're 63% on the year, which is not where you want to be.
No.
But we have had several games this year that we've been really good in the fourth quarter, hitting free throws. So I know it's there. Just need to do it a little more consistently. We got a layup on our end, then just created a jump ball. It's Crawfordsville's ball. Minute 15 to go, up 14. Should find a way to hold on to this one.
Right. 61-47.
I have no idea what kind of press that was. I mean, I know it was a 1-2-2, but Clinton Prairie did nothing on that press.
Oh.
There we go. Good defense. Just keep them in front. Keep them in front. Don't reach. Good. This is where you get in a stance, get your arms out. Good. And then rebound the ball. So let's talk a little bit here about the future. This game is going to move Crawfordsville to 15-5.
Yep.
Danville at Danville on Friday night, and then Covington next Friday night, senior night, home game.
Right.
Then the sectional. I'll tell you, Danville Covington to end the season is an awesome tune-up for the sectional.
That prepares you, yes.
No question. Both teams are certainly solid.
Yeah.
Good basketball teams, good programs.
Right.
The atmosphere against Covington, it's weird. I mean, when we're playing here, it's always actually in either place, it's the senior night.
Right.
So in both gyms, it just gets loud and big crowd. So, and I know Danville will be an awesome atmosphere. They don't want us to go undefeated.
No.
No,
I'm sure.
They want to get a victory. So, too good. And I think the sectional draw. It's got to be this Sunday.
Yes, it does.
So we'll find out who we match up with.
Right.
And exciting part of the year.
Yes, it is. That's going to be a good one. We got chances.
Don't grab it. Just be strong with the ball. All right. Well, we're gonna salt this one away. They're not.
No.
I don't think they're gonna foul us. I don't think we're going to shoot it.
No.
So we will hang out here for a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not planning to say a lot. No real need to, other than I will let you give some stats. Coach Pierce told me before the game that he'd like to come up and talk for a minute. So we'll get his thoughts on tonight's game and a little bit on the next few games. But final score from Crawfordsville High School. Crawfordsville 61 and Clinton Prairie 49. I don't know. I think it was a game that everything wasn't perfect, but there were a lot of really good moments.
Yeah, little lax there in the second quarter. Let them run back and make it interesting.
Yeah. Came out at halftime and got off to the start you needed in the second half, so that you weren't too concerned. But nice game. But so if you want to total up some stats and let us know, point totals, things like that, or whatever you got.
Yeah, and
take your time. And
I haven't even seen if I've got the right total. I'm sure I missed something in there. Let's see. Yeah, I got us for 2, 4, 6, 8, 14. So that's 32 and 26 is 58.
Well, they've already turned off scoreboards. So I think we had 61.
I think we had
61, 40.
Yeah, so I'm a little short.
61-49. Yeah. Well, what do you have?
We were having fun with the old guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we all of us are turning 50 this year, so they got that milestone too.
Right. I got Jesse Johnson Hall for 25.
Wow.
And Karsten Williamson, I have him for 16. And I have Trey Scorza and Will Kellerman for 6. And I have Gonzo for 5. And I'm sorry, but I did miss something in there for 1 or 2 of you. So I apologize for that.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
4, 6.
Well, obviously from a scoring standpoint for Crawfordsville, Jesse and K-Dub led the way, but I mean that's what's really awesome about this team. Gonzo's had high 20-point games, and Kellerman scored in the 20s, and Saunders has had high point games. It's just amazing.
Yeah,
he could be anybody.
He put up
Trey,
20 against one of the better teams we played, McCutcheon.
Right, and Trey Scores has had games like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary Lynn just giving me a thumbs up about tonight. It was fun.
Yeah.
Fun for sure. But, well, we will. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna take my headphones off. And just wait for Coach Pierce. So, if you guys don't mind, we'll be in silence till he gets here, and then we'll talk to Coach. See what he thinks. We'll just wait. I told him I ain't talking. Is it this one right here? That's good. All right, we're back here. Coach Pierce made his way up. We got Jeff Nelson taking some notes. Well, Coach, can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
All right. I made us have to shut up and let you talk like we're sitting in your living room a little bit because I had so much fun tonight with my guys. We had a bunch of players from my senior year up here, and we started talking at halftime, and it ended with like a minute to go in the third quarter. So I missed a pretty good stretch. But first half, you definitely got off to the start you wanted to get off to. Defense created some easy opportunities, and you took advantage. And then the second quarter.
Yeah, the second quarter, I think we were able to score in the first quarter so easily that our guys took it off the gas. That's frustrating. We haven't done that for a long, long time. And so we got on them. We left their one great shooter wide open. He shoots 48% from three on the year. He's shot over 108 threes on the year, and he's at 48%. We had one job. That was it. Guard him.
Mm-hmm.
They're done. And obviously in the second half, that's what we did, and they were done. But we didn't pay attention, and we were careless because we hit a few of our early threes. And obviously, water finds its level. We're a 36% shooting team from three. We just are.
Right.
Now, our percentages do go up if we drive and kick out. But just in transition, just pull up three, we're not, we're 30%. That's a bad shot. You'll miss 7 before you hit 3. But I thought in the first half, we shot too many threes, and we lost 20. And that's why it was a 1-point game at halftime, and they came back. But I felt like in the third quarter, we came out, and we were able to get a quick bucket there, which was good. And then they did, too. And then so we made a change. It looked Will turned it over early, unforced. He traveled, and that was frustrating. So we made a sub. And we came in. We brought in Gonzo and Carson because Trey picked up another foul, and he was just kind of looked like those two were just mentally just not quite there. And so when we made those subs, that's when we made our run.
Right.
Our defense, we picked it up. We picked them up full court, and we were able to force some more turnovers, and we bounced it to 11, and then it was kind of that way the rest of the game. But really proud of Carson Scott.
Yeah.
Carson Scott taking in. I mean, yes, he did take 3 charges, but even more important than that. He shut down their guards. He guarded 20 for a while, then he was on 4, and then he was on. He was guarding all their best players, and that was huge. And that's what we needed.
Yeah, we need to get a camera on him and show his man-to-man on-the-ball defense just to everybody because it's playing defense with your feet. His hands are always out and to the side, never in front, and it's fun to watch. K-Dub and Jesse, obviously from a scoring standpoint. Needed that tonight, and you brought up you had to make the sub there in the third quarter and go with a couple different players at that moment. That's what makes this team special.
Mm-hmm.
It can be one of 7 guys, or I know it could go 8 or 9 if it needed to.
Absolutely.
Whatever it is.
Well, here's the thing. Kellerman actually had a decent game. He had 5 assists and 6 points. That's what we need him to do.
Right.
But the 3 turnovers were the problem at that point because they weren't putting pressure on us.
Yeah, no, they weren't.
And for some guys, he wasn't the only one. Trey scores this. So who are the 2 guys that came out for those two defensive plays? Those 2 guys had 3 turnovers themselves against a non-pressuring team. Just mentally, they just were off a little bit.
Right.
To your point, they stepped up. Even though Trey and Will did fine through the rest of the game, those 2 can always bounce back. And we've had that happen all year. Somebody has an off quarter, an off half, or even an off game. Somebody steps up.
Absolutely.
And that's what's special.
And those 2, we're not worried about them. They'll pick it up against Tri-West. Against Danville on Friday.
Well, we told our guys, we walked in, I said, we do our cheer, and it wasn't that great because I was not that happy. I said, wow, we're at a point now where if we would have played this game just like this, if this game would have happened last year, we'd be thrilled to death.
You're right.
We would have been ecstatic. But we've played so well up to this point that we were disappointed in how we played tonight. That's a blessing that we're that frustrated because we know we didn't play to our potential. that we're in a position to win a game at home against a 12-5 Clinton Prairie team who's very good. Both their teams beat us last year. To be disappointed about only winning by 12.
Right.
We're really happy. The kid on offense, he was our, we always put up a number for our win chart in the locker room, and it went to K-Dub. K-Dub was phenomenal. He handled the ball other than getting picked one time. That was his only turnover for the game. He ended up 50% from the field, 7 assists at least, and then 16 points. He's what got Jesse going. There was a couple of times Jesse wasn't open. He ball faked in the air. It slid the defender out, and then he lobbed it to him. K-Dub's a special point guard. He's probably the most improved player in the conference from last year. He was great. And then Jesse's 12 of 15 from the field. People always wonder, why do you keep running plays to him? He's the most efficient player we have.
Right.
And he's got to get up shots because he's going to hit a very, very high percentage. He ended up with 28. I was a little disappointed in those last one-on-ones. And that would have got him over the 30 mark. And I thought he played well. It really wasn't a game for him to get rebounds. Cam Saunders ended up with 5 rebounds, 4 points. His second half was night and day. He was kind of step slow, kind of out of it. We subbed. We talked to him. He made a bonehead defensive play. We took him out, and that's the cool thing about it. Coachable kids, you can call them out. Positive criticism, like, you're not getting it done. This is what you did, and you got to get better. He took it at halftime, and he came out and had a great half.
Right.
So we're really pleased with him.
Well, you got to like where your team stands, and two games coming up. What better games for getting ready for a sectional? I mean, you get Danville. I mean, I know that's all you're thinking about right now is Danville. Finish off the conference, win it outright. But then, after that, you got sectional draw, I think, on Sunday, and then you'll prep for Covington, and that'll be an awesome atmosphere, senior night and all that. So exciting. I'm not going to be able to let you go without at least talking a little bit about the JV.
Yeah.
I mean, I that's another game I didn't get to pay attention to a whole lot, other than every time I walked in the gym, it looked like the score just was going higher and going at a quick rate. Talk about them for a little bit. I mean, 104 to 62.
Yeah, they. We've never had a JV team or a varsity team in a long time score 100 points. And here's the thing: it's harder for them to do it because they play 4 less minutes out of the game.
Right, 7-minute quarters.
And they were playing defense. They hit tough shots. They got rebounds to get putbacks. They played defense to get steals. And Clinton Prairie put up 62. For a JV team to put up 62, you're winning most games.
Right.
Think about this: you scored 62 points, and you got beat by 40.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That is.
And we're just. Those are the guys we battle every day. I've told you before, and even on here. There's times in practice we have to stop playing our JV because it gets so competitive.
Right.
To the point that people are getting frustrated and it gets real physical, and we got to calm some of the egos, which are good. They're good ego. Like, we need them to be that way.
Right. It's competitive.
But it's gotten to a point where we have to protect players on both sides, even varsity guys, because JV hates to lose. They've bought into that team, and obviously when they score that many points, we had almost 8 guys in double figures in that game, and everybody scored but one. So, it's a testament to those kids, and they grind every day. That's why we're better, and you've seen improvement throughout the years because we've played against a JV team that can put up 104 against a good Clinton Prairie team. That's special, and that's why they all get better, because we're in a position where we have very competitive practices every day for 2 hours. That's the part people don't realize. Depending on how many minutes your kid plays in a 32-minute game, because it's probably not all 32, your kid didn't get better game night.
Right.
Your kid got better the other 5 practices that we practiced over 2 hours, grinding, over and over and over. That's when they get better. They don't get better on game night. It's a game situation. They might get better that way, but they're not going to improve that much on game night. And that's where we've made leaps and bounds, or made a lot of improvement on the year is in practice. And we haven't had a bad practice yet. Part of that's our coaching staff demanding it, no peace positiveness every day, getting going. But the other part is the kids have come to go to war every day, and they picked up each other. Somebody's having an off day. regardless of adversity that happened throughout the day or at home. They tell them to turn it off, and we got to go to work. And that's why our JV team is phenomenal. And here's the thing: they're mostly all freshmen and sophomores.
Yep.
We have a really good junior that plays his tail off, Cole Watt. He's the engine. He's the Jordan Miller. He's the Elliott Stewarts throughout our last 10 years that just hustle and get it done. And he's a big part of why they're successful. And then obviously they're a really talented group.
Yeah. Well, winning cures a lot. So you talk about how these guys are just coachable. You haven't had a bad practice. Chemistry feels right. They can handle criticism. You get used to winning, and you got a lot of guys that are getting used to it. Your whole program, and you can see the camaraderie. And it's funny because these guys that came in and talked to us at halftime, I've seen John a couple times over the last year, but that's the first time in the last 15 years. And Kevin and Chris, Arvin, seen them just very little. And we get up here and we talk, and you can see the camaraderie just like that. And we were going through some favorite memories.
Absolutely.
And John said it the best. He goes, it's the guys. Yep. That's what you like. And I see that exact same thing with this group every day.
Yeah, I came in early. They were working at the shoot around, having fun. Music was playing, and there was a little dance competition over here. You're right. It's just the guys, and it was just them. There was nobody else in the gym, and that's when good things happen. We had an overnight where we had some Nerf wars and ultimate dodgeball, and then team meals every week. I mean, they love being around guys, and you're right. That's it. That's everything. If you got team chemistry, you got a chance. If you don't have team chemistry, forget it.
Yep. Every championship team has that. I mean, and so good things to happen.
Appreciate
it was fun to watch.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for coming up, and we will be in touch. So that does it tonight for our broadcast. Crawfordsville moves to 15-5 with a 61-49 win over Clinton Prairie, and we'll be back on the air a week from Friday for senior night against Covington. I believe we're going to do a JV and a varsity game that night. So JV game at 6 o'clock, varsity to follow, and we look forward to seeing you then. Good night, Athenian fans.